What's the crack? You're watching the Labtv, and I'm here with David Jackson, rapper and poet. What is the story, ba?
All's good, all's well.
Yes, ba. So today we're in my room because we're going to talk about some of these quotes on the wall. We're going to talk about the magic of words. We're going to talk about poetry, and he's going to do some poems for us, and we're going to do some freestyle rapping as well, Jason, ba.
See what happens,
Yeah,
see what
let's do
unfolds.
it. So tell us about the poems you put up recently online.
The last poem I put up was a piece called Lacking Responsibility. And yeah, like, you could go into it, but for me, in a nutshell, it's lacking responsibility. And it was funny, we were talking a while ago about responsibility.
Yeah.
And like, for me, the word responsibility is, break it down, the ability to respond. So if you're like a responsible parent, you have the ability to respond to your child's needs.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about the work I'm doing with writing and that kind of carry on, let's say, and I was like, all right, I have a lot to say, I have a lot that I want to say, and sometimes it is hard to put it in words, even when you are a poet or a rapper or whatever. And then I realized, you're never actually gonna be able to put all of life's experience. It's so vast. There's so much stuff going on. You can never get that into words, and that's why there's a million love songs. Because no one's ever gonna pin it down. You can always say it from a new perspective, a new angle. So it was nice because that piece, when I wrote it, was like acknowledgement, or it was a bit liberating, to know that, look, you can write forever, but you're never really going to nail it down.
Yeah.
As a poet, it's my responsibility to tell the people how it is, or how I see it to be,
As best you can.
as best you can, or as best as from a perspective that encompasses as most people as possible.
Do you think that, like, trying to describe a feeling is like trying to taste a sound?
Yeah, you could say it like that, and at the end of the day, even if you do say, "Oh, this is exactly it," well, you've only got it from your perspective, so that's
Yeah, is it exactly it at the same time?
Is it?
I mean,
Yeah.
like, what is going on? What's the actual point of words then, if that's the case?
Yeah, what is the point?
What do you think the point of words is?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I've never thought about that before. Now this is my first time thinking about what is the point of words. I do understand that they are a magic spell.
Yeah.
I mean, you cast a spell on people with the words you use.
Mm-hmm.
If, for instance, you say something negative to somebody,
Yeah.
and if you say it with the right enough negativity in you, like, the words you say will stick in their brain and hurt them.
That's true.
And that's casting a spell.
It is. It is like when someone says, "Oh, this guy was up last night and he told a story and it was enchanting." But like, what is enchanting? Like, it's chanting to put that spell. Like, again, like you said,
Yeah.
So there is a huge power in words for sure. Whether we know what they're for or not, there's huge power in what you say.
Well, it sounds like you like to
say.
use it for the greater good.
I do. I've made that change in my life to use it for a positive perspective, or a positive.
The same here. I started reading the Four Agreements,
Okay, yeah.
and it talks about how your words are a power
Okay.
and a spell, and you have to be careful with your words.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, if I'm in a position of performance and a position of expressing myself through words,
Mm-hmm.
then okay, now I have to be responsible. I need to consider what I'm saying and why I'm saying it.
Yeah.
And I guess the older you get as well, the wiser you become, or the more. I guess it gets simpler.
Yeah.
You, instead of being an insecure person, you start to feel like, I want to look after the world, and then the performances get more loving.
Yeah.
And then with all the consciousness and all the stuff I'm reading and all these quotes on the walls, then it's turned it into a thing of, all right, how do we spread more love?
Yeah.
So when I wake up in the morning, I'll read all these things. So this is actually from the Four Agreements.
Okay.
What would you make of this now?
Don't take anything personally.
Mm-hmm.
That's true too.
This is the actual. So this is an agreement, right? That it tells you to make.
Okay.
So one of the agreements is don't take anything personally, and you'd be thinking, how would you try to not take anything personally?
Yeah. Well, I guess we're all on our own journey. From my perspective, I'd see it like we're all on our own journey. We're all living our own life. In life, you're going to meet lots of different people, and every person you meet is going to have something to teach you, whether that's through a good experience or a bad experience. But ultimately, it's just an experience. So don't take it personally. That's
Choose the lesson.
Choose the lesson rather
yeah.
than the challenge.
Now it's not easy because you can't forget sometimes.
Yeah, of course, we get sucked into things.
Yeah. So when we're talking about this, right, we have to make sure we let people know we're not talking about la-di-da, everything is beautiful.
Yeah, if I had fairy dust, I'd sprinkle it now.
Yeah, it's it's not one of those things, because people always say to me, well, not always, sometimes people would say to me, like, yeah, but life isn't class. Why do you think life is always class? I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I believe that life is class.
It is, yeah.
I believe there's also negative things too. But I'm choosing to focus on the positive things.
Yeah.
I won't disregard the negative stuff because you have to acknowledge it and work on it and let it go.
Yeah.
But for me, it's the whole you are class and life is class thing is
Yeah.
my yoga.
Yeah.
It's my practice. Why is life class? Why is that person class? Even if the person isn't behaving class.
Yeah.
Why is that person still class?
Yeah.
That's the yoga. That's the challenge.
That's exactly it. Like,
figure it out.
and you're shifting your point of view from like something that could be judgmental to like you're looking even if you can't see something that is class, like you said, you're trying to find it, you know, and that act of looking for it encourages it to come out. You know?
Exactly.
You're drawing
yeah.
it out of them, like
yeah.
you know.
And that's how you end up not taking things personally.
For sure. Boom. Done.
Like it says, nothing others do is because of you. What
Yep.
others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you're immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be a victim of needless suffering. So I read that every morning just to remind myself.
That's a good mantra in the morning.
And well, I pretty much read the whole wall,
The whole room.
all the rest of the stuff as well, just to program the brain.
Yeah, or deprogram.
Deprogram, and reprogram it again. Get rid of all the childhood insecurities.
Yeah.
And work on all that stuff, man.
Like us all.
Oh yeah, isn't the gas how it follows you? Like
it's great, crack.
Yeah.
Like, and then when you figure it out, and you're just like, why was that there all that time?
Yeah,
that little thorn in your finger.
And for ages you're like, there's a pain, but I don't know where it is. What is it? Where's it coming from? What? This happened. A good thing happened yesterday, but I woke up today feeling sad. Why is this? And then you realize, oh my God, when I was 7, this happened, and then I forgot about it, and it's been in me since.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I must let that go.
Yeah.
One of the things that I have to work on, if you want to show them this fortune, I wrote this up recently. I must accept the fact that I was robbed in the past. So people would know the story who've seen the videos before. I got conned in the past.
Okay.
And I thought I'd let it go.
Yeah.
But recently I discovered that there's still a bit of pain in me because it's manifesting itself in everyday life. I just didn't realise it.
Okay.
So I started to see it and I was like, oh my God, what? I thought I let go of that, like. And I have a friend and we go deep when we're talking about what's happening in life, and she told me, I think you must accept the fact you got robbed, like, because it feels like you didn't. I thought, oh my God, alright, that has to go on my wall. So I wrote it up on my wall and I'm saying it to myself every day. But I guess the reason I'm telling people this as well is if there's a situation in your life, right, that keeps reoccurring and you don't like it, the only way to move past it is to stop for a minute and go, why does this keep coming? Why is this always here?
Yeah.
What happened to me in the past to bring this here all the time? What's the lesson here for me?
Yeah. What's the belief I'm holding, like?
Exactly, yeah. And how do I get rid of that belief? And actually, do you know, that's good you said that, because I think the belief I had was the universe didn't support me. So since that happened, I've spent my time feeling unsupported.
Okay. Everything falling out from under your feet, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of the acts, when I'd feel sad or whatever, all of the bad habits would arise because I felt unsupported.
Yeah.
And I'd do destructive things trying to support myself, realising that's not supportive.
Yeah.
Now there's a new thing as well, where I say to myself, before I go to sleep at night, actually, I say, I think about all the ways that throughout the day that the universe has supported me.
That's a good way. Again, shifting your perspective to it, like.
Yeah. And it's retraining your brain.
Yeah.
And since I started doing it,
Yeah.
things have started to pop up to support me even more.
Yeah.
Small things like going for breakfast and somebody who you're with goes up before you and pays for it.
Yeah, little things like that, like.
That's supportive. That's the universe saying, hey, I'll be kind to you.
Yeah.
Just loads of beautiful things.
Yeah.
People calling over going, here, I brought you some tobacco.
Yeah.
They're like, what? That's on. That's class. It's really funny, right, when it starts happening when you're saying to yourself, I'd love a roll, and then automatically someone comes home with 2 rolls. Like, I was thinking of it here. They're like, what? Oh my God, for real?
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the other thing as well, like, that I've really noticed is that collective consciousness is really, like, helping. It's really merging, like, in my life, of what I've seen, you know. And that's why there's so many more synchronicities happening, you know, that it's like, or you asked earlier, like, what's the words, or the power of words, or the point of words. And I honestly think there was a time before when we didn't have words, and not to say that we were cave people, but we were very advanced, like, and that we like lost the ability for that kind of communication. So then we had to make up words.
Oh, that resonates, boy.
You know, and then it's like, and now that actually we're kind of understanding more of ourselves, we're starting to make that bridge again. Like, you know, not necessarily telepathy, but definitely like tapping into the, you know, the collective emotion, collective mind, like everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And you see it like nowadays, like, you know, you're thinking about something, you're talking about something, and whether it's that day or the next day, it's there in your face. You know?
Even what you were saying about responsibility.
We were just talking about that like 2 minutes ago outside.
And we just talked about it outside, and then he brought it up here. I was like, oh, we just talked about it. And I was thinking in my head, that's class, that's the law of attraction again.
Yeah.
That's, you're on that vibration, seeking it. We're obviously on the same kind of wavelength. Well, not kind of, the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Because we're thinking of things from the same...
And we're here together, so we're resonating, vibrating, elevating.
Right? Do you know what? This is the manifestation of two fellas who attracted each other into each other's lives in this current moment of time. And if you're watching this as well, we attracted you and you attracted us too.
Welcome.
What's the crack? I like this wave. This is decent. All right, now we're gonna do some freestyling, right, based on some of the quotes. We're gonna get Beansy Dean into beatbox. Okay. So to conclude, Jackson, tell people where they can find you.
You can find me on a website. It's davidjackson.co.com. It's like .co.uk, but .com.
Yes.
I hope that's not too much of a brain twister. And there's also Facebook as well. I have the stuff there. If you do the social media thing, I kind of put up regular stuff that I'm writing or gigs and stuff like that. Maybe we can drop the link.
Yeah, we will.
Cool.
Where is that? What's that page called? We'll put the link up on it.
It's just davidjackson.co.com.
Oh yeah, and they'll find everything there.
They'll find everything there, links and downloads. You can download, everything's free basically.
That's class. Any final message for the people?
Live it, love it, you know. Keep it real, keep the faith. We love you all. We are one. Peace.
Yes, but Dino, any message for the people?
Drink tea.
Tea is class.
Tea. Tree is tea.
Drink, yes, but there you go. Drink tea.
The world going round. Keep the world going round anyway.
You're all class. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Facebook page. Share it, spread the love, share the joy. Come say hello, drop a comment, do what you do, get involved, because we're doing this for you as well as ourselves. We just want to entertain you, be entertained, talk to you, and just live our life and love it. And we want to love you too. So let us know if you love us.
Let's hear what you have to say.
Yeah, tell us, man. Tell us. It's all gravy, baby. Oh yeah. We out.
Whatever your perspective of that is, like
a light worker, as in
positive.
Yes, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
All right. So, Mr. Jackson, is going to spit a verse called "Light Workers." So this is dedicated to anybody who has that light and works for it and pushes out that positivity, baby. Oh yeah.
I work. He works.
Yes, I do.
And he works.
Oh yeah.
And he works.
Oh yeah.
And we work. We work with light workers who work wonders. To make light work of our purpose, we come in service. Inside us is a serpent rising to be unearthed. Some have tried to hurt it, smothered it with a purchase prescribed by the worship devil that cursed it.